So I've noticed more people have been getting into Fauna lately, but a lot of the new players I've been seeing in Breach don't seem to know what's going on. So I just made this brief guide for anyone that's trying to get into Breach. When you're playing on attackers, your goal is to break through the gates and kill the commander. At the start of the match, the best thing to do is to cap the zones. This makes it easier to push your ram to the gate. You don't want to run off to the ram too early, as this can cause an early disadvantage for your team. Focus on the zones until about 3 minutes in when the shield banner comes up. This is big for either side, but for attackers, the ram can take an extra hit from the cauldron. Once you cap the zones and then push your ram to the gate, alternate between pushing the ram and going up top to stop the defenders from pouring the cauldron on your ram. It really just depends on where your teammates are. Once you're through the gate, you'll just continue to capture the ramparts. The second gate is the largest area of the map, so most of your time will be spent here. Same thing, around 3 minutes in, the banner and now the guardian will appear on the map. These can completely turn the match around, so you want to know when and where these are going to pop up. Once you get your ram to the gate, you want to try to minimize the amount of damage your ram takes because that will determine the number of respawns you have to kill the commander. Once you get through to the commander, I always suggest to capture Zone 8 regardless of respawns. This just makes it easier to take out the commander because he'll move out of position and he'll be easier to hit with feats and the ballista. Keep an eye on your respawns and save your 4 feats for the commander and you'll be fine. Your goal on defending is simply to stop the attackers from breaking through and taking out the commander. I do feel like defending is a bit easier, so I'll keep it short. You have multiple ways to stop the attackers. When the match starts, head to the ramparts because there's a good chance that one or more of the attackers didn't go there. This gives you a chance to get an early advantage by splitting up the team. The longer you keep the attackers from capturing the zones, the more damage over time the ram takes. Once their ram does arrive at the gate, make sure you're on the cauldron whenever it's time to pour it. Anytime you see an enemy healing, this is a chance to bring the entire team to health node to distract them from capturing zones or pushing their ram. If they make it to the commander, keep an eye on the characters who can do the most damage to the commander, such as Warmonger with Corruption or Aramusha with Fear itself. Whittle down their respawns and use healing feats early. That way they can refresh and you can use them again. Follow these tips and you'll be fine. Thanks.